A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. The Group of 20 summit in South Africa is drawing to a close, but not without a significant diplomatic fallout involving the United States. The host country has refused to hand over the rotating presidency to what it termed a junior U.S. official, leading to heightened tensions between the two nations. This spat comes on the heels of the U.S. boycotting the two-day meeting of leaders from both rich and emerging economies in Johannesburg, following claims from the Trump administration that South Africa is persecuting its Afrikaner white minority. As the U.S. prepares to take over the G20 presidency in 2026, it has announced plans to host its summit at President Donald Trump's golf club in Doral, Florida. However, South African officials have expressed their discontent with the U.S. decision to send a low-level diplomatic representative, which they view as an insult to South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. South African Foreign Minister Ronald Lamola stated, "The United States is a member of the G20, and if they want to be represented, they can still send anyone at the right level." He emphasized that this summit is for heads of state or high-level officials, and the U.S. response has fallen short of that expectation. The handover ceremony, traditionally held at the end of the summit, is now in jeopardy, with South Africa indicating it might occur later at a different venue. The absence of U.S. officials on the final day of the summit raises questions about their participation in the discussions. The situation has escalated further as Ramaphosa claimed that the U.S. had attempted to join the summit at the last minute, a statement the White House vehemently denied. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt criticized Ramaphosa, suggesting he was running his mouth about U.S. intentions. In a break from tradition, South Africa issued a leader's declaration on the opening day of the summit, despite U.S. opposition. This declaration, which calls for increased global attention on issues affecting poorer countries, particularly in light of climate change and economic inequality, was supported by several nations, including China, Russia, and Canada. However, Argentina also voiced its dissent, aligning with the U.S. position. As the summit progressed, leaders grappled with the realities of a splintering world order, marked by political rivalries and the U.S.'s disengagement from multilateral engagements. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney noted, "We are not experiencing a transition, but a rupture," highlighting the challenges posed by nations retreating into geopolitical blocs and protectionist policies. The gathering of leaders from key economies underscored the importance of multilateral cooperation, even as the U.S. administration has distanced itself from traditional alliances. The summit, which is the first G20 meeting held in Africa, has become a platform for discussions on how to navigate a fragmented global landscape. In a joint statement issued by the participating leaders, they acknowledged the backdrop of rising geopolitical tensions and the need for collective action to address global challenges. Ramaphosa remarked on the significance of the G20 in promoting multilateralism amidst these challenges, asserting that it remains relevant in today's world. The leaders' declaration, despite U.S. objections, was hailed by organizations like Oxfam as a testament to South Africa's commitment to multilateralism. French President Emmanuel Macron, however, cautioned that the G20 might be nearing the end of its current cycle, suggesting a need to refocus on strategic economic issues moving forward. The G20 was established in response to the 1997 to 1998 Asian financial crisis, initially aimed at enhancing global economic stability. Over the years, its scope has expanded to encompass a variety of issues, including climate change, sustainable development, and global health, which often intertwine with political considerations. As the summit concludes, the divisions among member nations, particularly regarding the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza, continue to pose challenges for consensus building. Carney emphasized the importance of recognizing the shifting center of gravity in the global economy, urging the G20 to pay greater attention to emerging powers and developing countries. The need for collaborative solutions to pressing global issues remains paramount as the G20 looks to adapt to a rapidly changing world. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.